Be smoking and drink and smoke. Be smoking and drink and smoke.
Welcome to another episode of Consquad.
Back at it again. 2017, guys, we're back at it.
Yeah, finally back up. We've been quite busy over January.
We have been. We've been doing a lot of stuff over January, which is pretty good. We've been a lot of off-the-scene stuff. Not that we haven't been doing anything. We've done a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. I mean, Manda went away.
Yeah, we've been a bit quiet on social media, but
We have
I've been
been.
working on comics. You went away to RTX.
RTX.
You went on a cruise.
Went to Vanuatu
Oh,
and
yeah.
New Caledonia, which is the France of the South Pacific. Yeah, get that in now.
There you go. The RTX was super fun.
Yeah.
RTX was really good.
Yeah, how was that anyway?
It was really good, man. I got to try the VR for the first time, which is pretty
VR?
crazy. The VR was something completely different to what I thought it would be like. I thought it would be more visual stuff, not really like. I didn't think it'd be more hands-on the way it was. You know, like where you move your arms and you actually.
I'm more physical than chill.
Yeah. I thought it'd be more like hand, like controller in hand kind of stuff, and you just kind of like look around. Like you see on your phone, you get the 3D or the 360 view on your phone.
Oh,
which-
those, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be more along the lines of that, but you can kind of like look down at everything, but still move around. But it was actually completely different to that.
Were those videos originally made just for the headsets?
Well, I'm assuming so. I don't think you can really. Well, if you play, it's more just that's what you see and you move around. But like where you can stand there and look, and your arms are still facing one way. So that was kind of more of like along the lines of like you look one way, and where if you play on controller, you turn. It's your hands are still
I
there.
always feel the habit to like walk forward.
Well, I did that. I mean, I did. There was a video I did.
That's how I walk.
Exactly.
I punch the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would though. Like you got the headset on. I could just imagine like walking into crowds, people walking straight to the TV. And
It's
just
the
knocking
weirdest
it over and
It's
shit.
the weirdest thing ever. Like when you go full visual like that and like arms moving and stuff like that. I mean, I did the video, the aftermath video of the RTX, and there's a video of me doing the VR. You can see like where I start off and where I end up is like 2 meters from right. And it was like the worst part was there's like a mat between each one, and I was off my mat and almost onto my mate's mat. So like where we almost like we could have, and we were like trying to interact with each other. So it would have been awkward if we started actually physically touching each other. And we're like that could have been.
I've always
really...
done. So how do like if you both can you both wear the same like headset? Or not the same headset. That'd be weird. But like, can you both wear a headset and be in the same game?
Yes, you can. So what it is like you wear the same headset, and actually built-in headphone. It has built-in microphone,
Oh really?
which
so
is
you
the weirdest
communicate
thing.
and everything.
So you can talk to each other
Yeah,
through
yeah.
it, and you can hear each other, but it's delayed.
Man, I've
So
still
it's-
yet to try VR.
Oh man, it's pretty crazy. Like the way it was like you got hands, you can move around, and like you can even juggle stuff, which is how good it was. So you could juggle stuff in the game. It was like the weirdest thing ever. And like,
Can you juggle in real life?
no, I can't juggle. More along the lines of chucking it one end to the
VR, you
other.
can do anything.
You can do anything you want.
Did you try the Switch? You were telling us the lines were hectic for that. Did you?
Oh
eventually?
yeah, the RTX. Yeah, like no, I didn't end up trying the Switch though. The Switch was there for Breath of the Wild for Zelda, which was pretty cool.
That game
but
looks amazing.
it does look. The graphics on Zelda look absolutely amazing. But it should be out. I think we worked out it would be March the 3rd. I think March the 3rd is when Zelda comes out on
It'll be up.
Switch.
We'll put it up.
It'll be around the start of March. I'm pretty sure it should be out below, but it should be. It's going to be around then. But the lineup for it was absolutely hectic. There was a lot of cool games that came out on Switch that day, like to preview before the Switch comes out. There was the Milking the Cow one I spoke about to you guys before. Obviously,
Oh yeah, demonstrate how that went.
Oh god! If you're at RTX, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was like a weird. The Nintendo Switch booth was like a big kind of like a dome thing that went around like an octagon, and each side had its own like different game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as you walked around it, you could see all the different games being played through a glass wall. So it's like a big glass dome, and each room was different.
Yeah.
One of the games though was definitely by far the biggest eye catcher, but not exactly the first game I'll choose. It was more along the lines of milking a cow, but visual. Rather, like, you couldn't actually see them milking the cow, you could just see them doing the hand signals. I'm not going to
So if you couldn't see the screen, all you saw was...
You can see the screen, obviously, I think they can see the screen, or they get based on, like, a statistic on how they went, not being able to see the screen. I'm not sure if they can see it or not, but there was a screen on the outside of the dome for each section, and you could see what they were doing in-game, and I shit you not, the guy who was dressed up doing it was in, like, a full, like, old country outfit, and he was, like, giving them the Switch as if, like, they were going to do something, like, as if they would back in the day, and they were just sitting there, face-to-face, like, two guys, not being sexy, but two guys, the one I've seen was two guys facing each other and just doing the old jerk. The jerk signals was pretty funny.
As soon as you told me that, all I pictured was the guy from Joe Dirt.
On the way, mate. You like to see homos naked?
That guy just getting in there and teaching you how to play. Alright, now you're going to get in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
It was exactly like turning butter.
That would look a bit.
It was pretty funny, man. But overall, it was really good. I think the event itself was a bit of a letdown. But the panel's really good. There was the Twitch panel, the Rooster Teeth panel, the Funhouse panel.
Yeah, I was watching the Funhouse one.
They're really good, man. They were really good. But the event itself was really let down. But like all over, like I got to meet a lot of the streamers there as a Twitch. It was powered by Twitch as well, so I got to meet a lot of streamers there. Got to hang out with a lot of them as well, which was in the video as well, which was really cool. But overall, I think the networking and the panels were the best thing about it.
Oh, definitely.
It was so crazy.
Well, there you go. Check out the YouTube video. We'll chuck the link.
We'll chuck the link up there. It's fun. But but you went away
on your cruise.
On a cruise to
I did. I went on a cruise.
Oh my god.
It was my first ever
That was some
holiday
scary
ever.
stories. You went out in the deep blue.
Oh my
You
god. Okay, so
The big
I
blue.
swam
Oh,
in
God.
the legit
Abyss.
middle of the ocean. Like,
Oh man.
it was in between two
Pretty good.
islands because we were on our way to Tranquility Island to go and see some turtles, which I saw hundreds of them. They were amazing. Anyway. So
She knows half of them don't survive. That's why. You know turtles. Like they'll have hundreds along the beach, but as soon as they get in the water.
No. All of these ones survive for 15 months until they get released in the wild. This Tranquility Island
okay,
is
so
a
they're
turtle sanctuary.
okay. So
There you go. That's why.
Because
you don't always see that many turtles in one spot anyway.
The turtles that I went and seen are endangered.
okay.
They're an endangered species, so the sanctuary is like
Oh,
breeding
okay.
them, and they keep them there for 15 months to 2 years, and then
Jesus.
release them into the wild.
Did you get to swim
And
with
they
them?
just- No. They're in
Okay.
they're in like bathtubs and like big wooden things with water in it, and you can just, you're not allowed to touch the baby ones, but the ones that are almost ready for release, you can pick them up and take photos with them and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
Anyway.
really awesome. But anyway,
Turtles.
it was really cute. I saw like a massive turtle like this big though in LeFou.
No one cares about turtles.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ninja Turtles
It
are the
was
only
great.
cool turtles.
Oh,
I'm sure it's amazing.
So many people are going to hate on this for that.
No, but
Everyone's like, I came here to listen to comics and shit.
the one scary thing that did actually happen though, I think it was scary, was we were on the boat and we were in between the two islands, and the water was so crystal clear though, it was amazing. And you look down and you think it's probably about 3 or 4 foot deep, but it's actually like the deep ocean.
Yeah.
And so I was the last one off the boat to actually get in to go snorkeling. And so the lady thought that I couldn't swim, and she was offering me life jackets and like a
Life
little.
vest, yeah.
She actually picked up one of those life donut things,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's like, "Did you want to just put this
Like
around
a floaty.
you?" I was like, "No, I
It's
can
a waist
swim. It's
floaty.
fine. I'm just petrified of the ocean. That's all." And she's like, "Oh, probably shouldn't have gone on this tour then." So anyway, Teresa, eventually the person I went with, got me into the water, and I was swimming around. I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty cool."
Yeah, you getting in is like I went to Thailand and I couldn't even step in.
Yeah.
I'm too
Oh my
scared.
god, I was
I'm too scared
almost
of
having
ocean.
an anxiety
I think
attack.
sharks. I've seen Jaws, man.
Yeah, well, let me get there. Anyway,
Oh shit.
so I'm swimming around and I was like, "Oh, this is great." I was wearing goggles that they gave me, and so I had to look down for about 3 seconds, and I was like, "Okay, I can't see any fish," and I was like, "Look up though, just in case you see a fish," and because I'm scared of fish. Anyway, so I was like swimming around and
Jumping in the
I was
ocean,
looking
fear
up
of
and I was like, "Teresa, look at me, I'm so proud of me, I'm in the ocean, but I'm not going to look down because otherwise I'll get scared." Anyway, I look over at the boat. We're probably about 50 meters away from the boat at this point because I drifted out a little bit. And she's throwing the bread from our lunch into the water, and I was like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Lunchtime.
And she was like, "Oh, if you
God, they're feeding the turtles.
if you stay in the water and you stay in this section, you'll see some giant fish, and they'll come and eat the bread." And I was like, "Teresa," she said, "giant fish." And then Teresa's like, okay. And I was like, what do we do? She's like, "Get back to the boat!" And I was like, "Ah!" So I was like
you don't even
swimming.
see like the bread
It was
thing.
in the slow motion,
Yeah.
the whole thing. And
Your life
she's
flashed
screaming
before
at
your
me.
eyes.
Like, yeah, she's screaming at me to get back to the boat. And so that was scaring me. The fact that giant fish, I saw like ripples, and I was like, "Oh my god."
Nah, that's
I'm out.
horrible.
I'm out.
As soon
Yeah.
as I got onto
Could
the
be in
boat,
there.
we sat down, and the lady was laughing at me. And I was like, "What kind of fish would they be?" And she's like, "Oh, just really big ones." And I was like, "Okay, shark?" She's like, "Oh no, you don't see too many sharks."
Have you guys ever seen a groper? I think they're called gropers.
Yeah, gropers. They're the
They're
big.
like this big
They
fish.
eat fish whole.
Yeah.
They don't chew them. They eat them whole.
I've seen one of them.
Gropers are like
beach one time. I was like,
crazy big.
I was like 6 or 7. I
Yeah.
seen one of them.
They
I
can
never
go-
thought.
They can go crazy big.
Honestly,
Never
this
thought
this
that's
tour
fish
guide
good.
lady couldn't laugh harder at me. I swear to God, like it was so like if you can imagine the most dramatic scene of your life and then times that by 5. That's me and Teresa trying to get back to the boat, screaming, "Stop throwing the bread!"
Sure. That sounds very dangerous.
Jesus.
Oh,
Did you have a good time overall? That was amazing.
it was the best time of my life. Like,
Yeah.
I recommend a cruise to anyone because literally you have a drink in your hand 24/7, and the staff on the boats just cannot do enough for you. As soon as they see you without a drink, they're like, "Do you want one?" And you're like, "Duh."
Yeah, no, I've been
Human,
on a
really?
cruise ship
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
All I did was just drink
Drink the whole time. It's always good when you can just kind of
Yeah.
let go like that and not have to worry about going to
And
work
there's
the
always
next day.
something like because they give you a sheet and it's got everything that's on for that day, so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
plan your day out so perfectly.
Yeah.
And there's always something happening.
Yeah. That's the best thing about a cruise though. It's like it's cheap, but at the same time, it's kind of like you can kind of get away from everything and enjoy your day.
Although I probably shouldn't have watched all of those videos of cruise ships going on their side in storms and all that
Jesus,
stuff.
did you read up on much that was going on with like movies and stuff while you were over there? I mean, the Silent Bob
I
was
was gonna
coming
say
out.
when you're on the cruise,
Were you-
the Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out too. I was watching that trailer as you're on the cruise and was like, man, you must be having some adventures. But realistically,
You just think
no,
about
it's
like what's
just
happening to
sitting
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sitting there on the sun,
Sunbaking and shit out of
sunbaking,
it, yeah.
drinking,
Yeah, I had no internet for the entire week, so.
Wow, that's
Jesus.
a luxury some of us don't.
There's a few movies coming out now since 2017. Since the last podcast.
Yeah, like
there's
you
a
were
lot
just gonna
coming out.
say, the Jay and Silent Bob reboot,
Yeah.
which looks
We
amazing.
were talking about this earlier, yeah.
Man, we're huge Kevin Smith fans, so I'm stoked. Because
Yeah, I'm excited.
Clerks 3 got shut down.
More
More Rats, the TV series, they're not getting canned as well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at this point. So Kevin Smith still owns the rights to Jay and Silent Bob.
He's
So
like,
he's
can't take this one from me!
He's like, I've got this one. But no, it's a clever idea too, because the whole idea was when the original one...
There's lots of hair in my drink.
God damn.
Ghost hair.
Go on.
Go on.
Oh, I don't even know what I was up to. Well, I was saying, Jay and Silent Bob, the original film, it was them trying to stop a film based on the superheroes that were based on them. Yeah, that's confusing. It's basically a film within a film kind of idea, but yeah, this one's going to be a reboot. So they're rebooting the film once again, the Blunt Man v Chronic film, and Jay and Silent Bob are going to try to stop it. So it's going to be funny, man. Like with all the reboots happening these days, they're going to take the piss out of it.
Oh,
really.
speaking of reboots, did you hear about the Rufio one?
Yes, it's all over Facebook.
Yes. Let me
Well,
post it on the
so
Consquad
I
page,
read
mate.
I read about it the other night and posted on Consquad today or yesterday, I think. The dude that played Rufio, I can't remember his name, but super top bloke.
Bring it up on Google, I think.
Yeah,
Got the tab.
he's got a Kickstarter.
Yeah, Kickstarter. I
Yeah. So last we looked at it, it was at $14,600. They're trying to get to $200,000 to actually make the movie. So this Rufio movie is going to be a prequel. So before he got to Neverland, I think.
Sorry.
So the mouse wasn't working. The mouse wasn't working, guys.
The mouse wasn't
The mouse
working.
was
You really
stopped. It's
struggling
fine.
there.
They were struggling hard there. I'm sorry, guys. We're back at it.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's
So
okay. So this one's going to be a prequel. It's going to be amazing. I'm actually so
Yeah,
excited about
Hook
it.
was such a good idea. Like, don't get me wrong, I watch it now and I'm not as into it, but I always remember loving Rufio.
The nostalgia of it, like
Oh no, it should be there
those
should
sort
be a
of
tab.
movies.
Yeah, Rufio's character was definitely the highlight. I think it's the second, third tab. Yeah, that's the one. That's the
That
one.
one banging.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, Bangarang.
Bangarang.
Short fan film about Rufio before Hook.
There you go.
So it's going to be a prequel, like you said.
Jesus, they've actually raised a lot of money since it started.
Oh, okay. So
So
2 nights ago, it was at 14,600.
Yes.
It's now at 38,340.
Damn.
That's amazing.
There you go. And
So-
23 days to go,
Yeah.
guys. So if you want to get on, you can go back that. Man, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
I
I think we
Oh,
tried to
God,
do we
awesome.
tried to do this podcast for the guys who want to know. We actually tried to do this podcast on 2 days ago.
Friday.
Yeah, on Friday.
But unfortunately, we had a lot of technical difficulties. We couldn't put it up, so we're doing the reading again. But since then, it's gone up almost
Doubled.
24,000. It was at like 14,000
Yeah,
when
wow.
we were at it last time. So it's gone up quite a bit in 2 days. So
Some movies do really well on Kickstarter. Like Veronica Mars was kicked off. Like the film was
Yeah.
kicked off because of Kickstarter.
Yeah, I remember
Power
that.
Rangers originally, like I was.
Yeah.
I
Do
was
you know what
telling
really
you
helped
guys.
with that though is the Veronica Mars chick went on Ellen and said that there was a Kickstarter
That
happening.
definitely helped because I
And
think it's
then
like one of the, I think it's like the
That
fifth,
got it happening.
the fifth highest Kickstarter campaign to raise money. or something like that. But yeah, no, the original Power Rangers. I remember ages ago they were kickstarting. Some guy was doing an indie film, a Power Rangers film.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then Hollywood kind of caught wind of it because it was doing really well. He did a trailer and everything.
The trailer was awesome.
And Hollywood kind of caught wind of it, and obviously they're making a film now on it. So did that turn off too? Man, and anytime we film, something just goes wrong.
That's okay. Fine, yeah.
But yeah, so Rufio. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
There you go. She's technical difficulty. It's alright. Keep going. So Rufio, yeah. So the videos that like obviously that they're trying to raise money for is they're doing really well. What you were saying, and I mean, what other movies have they brought out with the Kickstarter program? So to help raise money for other films.
There's been a few, but they're probably the bigger ones that we've said before. But reboots are coming like a big thing, man. Like there's not anything that's not going to be rebooted.
No, they're talking about a Firefly reboot.
Oh yes, they are too.
Yeah. Obviously, Chandra's getting one, which I'm not too happy about. But
why?
Because
Do you think it should have just ended where it was?
because it doesn't make sense to the storyline at all for the way that they're rebooting it. You can't reboot Charmed because basically the storyline is. It's going to be too long for me to go in for it.
Okay.
You started now. You started now. Just
go on. Just give us a quick short. Tell us how you feel.
Yeah.
Kind of feel.
Okay, so the story is basically their ancestor cast a spell or a curse. So every generation of Warren witches would get stronger and stronger and stronger until eventually there'd be 3 witches born, 3 sisters, and they would become the charmed ones, and they'd be the most powerful witches in the entire world.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't make sense now to reboot Charmed if it's going to be 3 different witches of a different family.
Okay.
Well, that's the whole point of a reboot. It's because they're restarting the whole story again.
Yeah, but there can't be any other Charmed ones. Like, how does that make sense?
So the original Charmed ones didn't exist in this world. That's the idea.
What they're doing though is because they've got comics of the Charmed series.
Yeah.
And they're now changing the comics, and they're not going to be canon anymore because they don't want it to affect the new Charmed reboot.
So it is.
It does tie into the original.
It's a kind of a reboot, but it still ties in.
Yeah. Which is weird. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And I've spoken to other heavily
there's
massive Charmed
involved,
fans, and they're all just as pissed off as I am.
Look, there's a lot of reboots that never make sense.
So, I mean, if they can do it and they do it well, I'll be open-minded about it, but you can't watch... I've watched that TV show, I'm not even kidding, almost every single day for the past almost 20 years.
Wow, yeah, it's pretty dedicated to a TV show.
Definition of obsessed.
Oh, obsessed.
Assessed.
Like you're
obsessed.
Yeah. Under their charm.
Yeah.
Under their charm. That's fun.
You're hooked.
You're hooked.
I'm an even bigger fan of Charmed than I am Harry Potter, and I really love Harry Potter.
Really? Damn, that's pretty big. She's a massive Harry Potter
I've had 4
fan.
cats in my life, and 3 of them have been named after the Charmed sisters.
There you go.
So.
Well, we'll see. All you can do is really wait, eh? Like, there's a bunch of...
I want to watch it, and I want to like it, but I just... what I've been reading about it, it doesn't make sense to me.
Reboots are just so unnecessary, though. Like, I don't feel like you need to retell a story. Like, they went and, like, ruined heaps of classics. Like, Willy Wonka got ruined, I feel like.
Oh, dude. The original... Are you talking about the original Willy Wonka with, like, the old days?
They ruined it with...
the new one.
Okay, but Roald Dahl also hated the original one.
I actually really enjoyed the original.
The first one.
The first one was like a massive hit, and they tried to redo it again for money. To think that people would want to watch it again in now day and age by redoing all the graphics in it.
I feel like Tim Burton just feels like he needs to put a twist on everything, and he needs to calm down a little bit.
No, I think the original one was just... It was good.
It was good.
It's an old movie.
Man. I'll always watch that one over Johnny Depp's one.
You know?
Yeah. Well,
it's like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Could you ever do Rocky Horror Picture Show again?
No.
Do you think?
And I don't think it should
be done.
Unless it's done on Broadway.
Exactly.
Unless it's done on Broadway.
It's good for its own unique style. That's the thing how it should be.
Did you know that they're making an Aladdin and a Lion King live action movie?
A live?
Yeah, I see live action movie. The Lion King one. They've casted Childish Gambino, right? What's his real name?
I don't know.
What's the Donald Glover?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it Donald Glover? Yeah.
Yeah. So he's Simba, and
it's fun.
And I think the guy that I can't remember. I don't know his name. But the guy that played
Jones? Is that his name?
Yeah. Was he the original voice Mufasa?
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah. He's Darth Vader, isn't he?
What? Is Mufasa Darth Vader?
No, I don't think so.
Am I? Is that for
Google
real?
that. Google
Is that really true?
Google that.
I think that would be literally like no one would know.
That would be the. Imagine that time.
Oh my
imagine
god.
the Lion King Star Wars crossover.
Oh my god. Is that legit for real? Can we get
He's
rid
so
of this now?
excited.
Is that legit?
Don't get
I'm a
too
massive-
excited. Calm down. I don't think it's real.
I'm a massive
Darth Vader.
Star Wars fan.
Is
Just
Mufasa Darth Vader?
Okay, let me get a Google.
Mufasa
Why are
Darth
you
Vader.
googling Google?
Because I can't.
He's new to this.
It's my first day.
Is Mufasa Darth Vader?
Darth Vader. I'm gonna do the other way around.
F
Yeah.
A.
So yeah, are they gonna
Yeah.
what? Are they using CGI lions and stuff for this, or how's this
Let's
gonna
have a
work?
look. Someone's
Yeah,
actually.
it'd be CGI like they did. If you saw the Jungle Book, they did really well with
I
that.
didn't see the Jungle Book, but it looked
it
horrible
was
from
real.
the trailers.
Okay, well,
So it's gonna look as
I
horrible.
saw it 4 times on the ship. It was nice. It was good.
It was nice. I quite enjoyed it.
Press enter, would you?
Yeah, what are you?
It's right there. Let's have a look. Let's see if we've got Wikipedia. James Carl Jones. Is that what it is?
L.
James
Jones.
L.
Okay. Relax. Guys.
Both these two need glasses. I'll be doing most of the reading.
I can't read this. Sorry. It's fine. Alright, so we'll read
All that loads, but yeah, I don't think. I think you might be making that up. I don't think he is the voice of Darth Vader. But Darth Vader was.
While we look it up,
Vader.
well, tell us about. You're on another podcast just recently, believe it or not.
Yeah, my
Tell us
mate
about
Kieran Nunn, he does the Halftime Effect podcast.
Gimme,
Yeah.
gimme man.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Keep going.
Yeah, I was on a podcast recently, Halftime Effect, with my mate Kieran, who does a comic book series too. He's an indie artist as well. But I was on there talking comics, talking more about my issue 6 that's coming out.
Yeah, I listened to about 3 minutes of that because I was in a bit of a hurry, but
Thanks.
it was good.
Just
It was
kind
a
of
good one.
glazed over it. Nah, it's kind of the same stuff.
He is!
Ha! I am correct.
He is!
No.
Oh my god, he is! There you go. There you go. So
In
it's
the
actually
original
true.
series.
James Earl Jones is actually the voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa.
There
Two
you
of the
go.
most iconic people.
Plot twist.
Out
That's
nerded.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought of that ever. There's, like literally, like Star Wars, the biggest person and the most evilest person in Star Wars is Darth Vader. Mufasa.
the obvious.
Mufasa is the same thing with the Lion King.
Yeah.
So he literally plays two of the
No,
biggest.
wait, Mufasa's the best
Mufasa's
guy.
the awesome guy.
Yeah.
He's the nice king.
He's the good guy.
You're thinking of Scar.
Oh,
Okay, I thought it was the other way around. I've watched it for forever, but like, so okay, please.
He's like, I know. He knows one of the islands. God,
It's
yeah.
fine. It's fine. I've watched Lion King forever. I'm 23 years of age. I haven't watched it in ages, and I'll admit that it's fine. But he does play two iconic roles, which is pretty crazy.
Yes, he
So
does.
that's you were right though.
So it's
To
awesome
actually
that
know
they've got the original Mufasa to play because it's such. Everyone knows Mufasa's voice.
Yeah, it's very iconic.
You obviously don't know Darth Vader's voice because.
Well, I never knew that.
Well, I never listened to him in the
But
context.
then again, he
of Mufasa.
talks as if he's in like a ventilator, like
Yeah,
breathing
that's
into
true.
it, like.
And like Billy, I haven't watched that since I was probably like 10
Yeah,
years
it's like these movies. Just remember, these movies
Yeah.
are a while ago.
I
These aren't
guess.
like we can't just like watch them
I watch
yesterday
Disney
and then
movies
talk about
almost
it.
every day.
There you go. See, exactly. But like that's crazy to know that because I don't think many people would know that.
Yeah. Anyway, we've
Well,
got
if
like.
you've seen The Big Bang Theory, you'd know that.
Well, that's how she found out. She's look at her,
Oh.
out nerded, and you had to go to mainstream nerd TV to find that out.
Jesus. Anyway,
I
guys.
knew that before that.
Ah,
though.
sure. We got about a minute left, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We are gonna be at Supanova in Melbourne and Gold Coast in April and
Next month.
May.
March.
Yes.
I got it right this time.
April, May. Yeah. The end of
I don't know
April.
my months.
Yeah, we'll be in a booth there under obviously the Destroy Your Head booth.
Yeah, I'll be there selling comics, selling prints. These two will be walking around. Are you gonna cosplay?
I'm going to cosplay.
Oh,
so,
who you going as? Who you thinking?
okay, so it's a toss up between Tank Girl, which I've already started making the rocket to go on my back,
There you go.
and Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
So, but it's going to be when she's all like ripped up.
Okay.
And,
Oh, so with the
yeah,
hair
so
out and
like
everything?
ripped and her hair's out
Oh,
and her
there you
makeup
go. She's
smeared.
really fucked up.
Yeah, mostly
Hell
because
yeah.
I just don't want to wear
Two
makeup.
badass chicks.
I'm really looking forward to that because I think it's going to be our first event this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Together as a group. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we support Paul, obviously, with his Destroy Your Head comics. We go around with him. We're going to be in Melbourne this year, obviously Gold Coast, Brisbane, and Sydney. We're going to try and hit all the four.
Oh, we're going to be at all of them all year, but we'll
Yeah.
keep you posted. But anyway, we're off, guys. We're going to go.
Yes, we are.
Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching the first episode of Consquad for 2017.
Welcome back to us.
Welcome back from Amanda.
And to you for watching.
Paul and ourselves. I appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you again for the next episode. Take it easy.
Peace.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Don't know what y'all be thinking, smoking.